Hey guys, welcome to another full self-driving video. I'm going to a place called Wicked Bagels that has some amazing bagels and some amazing donuts. Usually the donuts are like unicorns. They're gone by 8:30 in the morning, but the bagels are amazing. This is a short drive, but it's got a few cool moves and at least one screw up. So here's the first thing where this pickup truck comes along and it does a really nice job going around that little edge where the pickup truck was sticking into the other side of the lane. The rest is pretty cool, no worries, goes fine. It doesn't even blink for these cars coming from the left. Now here's the getting into the Lexington town center, which has got a lot of constructions, lots of cones here. You'll see that this is one place where FSD actually fails. It starts off pretty well, starts to stop and creep out, and then once it comes around here, you'll see there is a pickup truck which it stops for, but the next one, this one, it does not stop for, and I don't know why, but I had to take control over here. I put FSD back on again, and after that it's pretty good through this crowded-ish area. I mean, most of the people are driving reasonably well, so it's okay. In fact, FSD does a good job of letting this guy come inside after it sees the left-hand turn signal. It's pretty cool. There are lots of cars here, and it's actually doing a pretty good job. Now, you'll notice that before we actually go through, the screen is going to become red, and it does a really nice job stopping. Now, this here actually, this signal or this intersection is basically where FSD keeps screwing up. I've started to call it the Judge Judy intersection because there's always some drama going on here, but this time at least it seems to have worked well. Turns green, goes through very nicely. It ignores that pedestrian who's on that right-hand side. Now here the lanes are kind of merging in. As you can see, this 2-lane is becoming 1 lane, and FSD does a really nice job hugging that yellow borders of the road here. It's pretty good. Now Lexington Center is actually a crazy place. There's all kinds of people, so I think it did a pretty good job. Now here is the screw up. FSD freaks out looking at this motorcycle. It goes straight towards the curve and I have to pull back. I mean, come on man, it's a motorcycle, not an elephant. And there was enough space to put 2 giraffes and a tiger right there. So I have no idea why this happened. This is a standard red light, stops nicely, no problems here. And as soon as it turns green, it's going to keep going again, no problems. But there are these little glitches that keep happening that sort of set my expectations back a little bit. Again here, a red light stops nicely right at the line. And again, this one is a little bit of a weird one. Turns green, FSD keeps going ahead, everything looks good. Now you'll notice that we are slowly approaching the destination, and it's going to completely screw up right at the place where the bagel shop is. It's one of the shops in these strip malls. It's right here, and it goes right past it. And then it throws in a left-hand turn signal, gets confused. It's just like, hey, am I even in the continental US at this point? So I just take over here, as you can see, and pull into the shops. And then I just park here and get the bagels. Wicked Bagel is an amazing place. If you're in the local area, you should try it out. Alright, now I've got my bagels, I'm happy. It's going to help my waistline, perfect. Now we start heading back. And for the most part, all of these is again just retracing the path back, so it's pretty standard, no problems here. Now this red turns green, and it actually does a really nice job smoothly sailing through. But right after it crosses through, it does a pretty good job that, at least it's impressed me, There is a pedestrian on the right hand side and it'll beautifully wait for this person to cross, like right there. Yay, you're waving at FST, not at me. Beautifully done. Standard roads again, no problems there. Now, because of the whole motorcycle elephant thing, I'm kind of shaken up a little bit as to why it did that. So I'm becoming a little bit more wary at this point because it's going back into the Lexington downtown center. I'm looking out for things like this car starts to pull on the side and I'm like, man, I hope you don't rear end the guy, but it seems to be fine. It does a good job slowing down for this person who pulls out. And then when the white car in front tries to take this left, it actually waits for its butt to go inside that road and then keeps going. Now here's another interesting thing. I don't know if this is right or wrong, but we are supposed to go on the right hand side, but it starts to change lane a little too early. Like this is not a lane, but it gets in here, tries to go back again, and then realizes that, oh, this is the lane and kind of stays here. Now we are back at the Judge Judy intersection again. It'll do fine, it'll just go through. Now, one of the things you'll notice is when it's going through, you'll find a few pedestrians on the left-hand side again, but actually they're way inside, like right about those guys over there. It completely ignores them, so that's great. So there's obviously a certain amount of threshold where it'll register a pedestrian as a pedestrian ready to cross. It's back into this coned areas again, and at this point, it does a pretty good job, no worries there. Again, by this time, these are all standard roads, but look at this here. It stops because of this black car, and then it kind of hesitates to the point that I have to take control and push the car through, because it's just giving wrong ideas to the other car saying, hey, I'm going to wait for you, when clearly I have the right of way. And finally, in this one, this intersection here again, it registers the silver car as in blue and then slows down and then goes through this intersection just like a human would. So nicely done. Now this roundabout is always a disaster. It stops right over here and says, hey, I can't go anymore. That's the warning sign there. You have to give input. So now I push the gas pedal and I kind of wave at it. Once I give well, gas or accelerator in this case, it's probably a rheostat somewhere, but yeah, it just does a nice job turning around and makes us go back home. So all in all, not so bad, but hope you like this video. Give me a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Thank you.